Hey, happy Monday, July the 24th. I just finished a 3-mile run, so forgive me, but here we go. 1 Corinthians 15, 20-22, but as it is, Christ has been raised from the dead, the first fruits of those who have fallen asleep. For since death came through a man, the resurrection of the dead also comes through a man. For just as in Adam all die, so also in Christ all will be made alive. Now you look around and consider the world around us, consider our lives. The future can kind of be overwhelming. You see, if it's our tendency to be discouraged, guess what? We are. And I get to talk with people about discouraging things all the time. See, these verses of 1 Corinthians are about life's end. Paul is addressing the resurrection. It's in verse 19, just before this, where Paul says, if there is no resurrection, then we're more than pitied, or more to be pitied. See, the passage today begins with, but as it is, the resurrection is to be believed with confidence. Paul is sharing his confidence in the resurrection. Paul is sharing, by inspiration of God, the facts that surround his own lifetime. Paul writes by inspiration, and he writes with faith. He writes with confidence. I like to ask people, how strong's your faith? How's your faith? You see, when we're in a group on Sunday morning of worshipers and singing songs and listening to the word, it's easy to say, oh, my faith's strong. One-on-one, there's a willingness to admit struggle. One-on-one, we have to consider everything involved and understand that, guess what? There is a struggle in life. And sometimes we struggle. See, this week we get to consider the pivot point in history. We get to consider that change that took place for all time. The resurrection changed everything. Resurrection changes everything. 1 Corinthians 15, 20-22, but as it is, Christ has been raised from the dead, the first fruits of those who have fallen asleep. For since death came through a man, the resurrection of the dead also comes through a man. For just as in Adam all die, so also in Christ all will be made alive. See you next time.